In this lesson, we're going to review VBA data types. Think of data types as a flavor of data. There are many different types, such as text, numbers, operators, lists, arrays, and more. It's important to learn about these data types, as when you start creating a subroutine, you'll need to declare what data type your variable has. This is done in order to streamline the code. The more correct data types there are, the faster your code will run. Depending on how many subroutines, functions, and modules that you end up using for a single run of your program, you may save as much as minutes in runtime, as long as you're using the most effective data types. The first thing to discuss before looking at data types will be how to assign data types to variables. Think of variable/data type relationship as a food container. The data type is what type of container is, while the variable is the food inside the container, i.e. the value inside. Notice that each variable that is declared in two ways. You can declare variables in each line starting with dim, followed by the variable name that you desire, followed by as, and whichever data type that you require. If you have multiple variables, you can define multiple variables using a comma and a single dim. Here you can see how we assign variables a value. The format is quite simple. You place a variable name that you have declared, an equal sign, and the value that you desire. Note that you can also use cell reference as values, but we will touch on that later. Taking a look into the data types of the variables, we can see that each one is a different type of data. The data types single and double, both of these data types are called precision data types that are numeric in nature. Think of using these variables when you're assigning values with decimals. Single data types hold 4 bytes, while double holds 8 bytes. The only thing that you need to know regarding these is that a single reads faster than double, but double can hold more digits than a single. When it comes to string is a data type for a large variate value, which should not hold numeric values. It's highly suggested to store text values, and it can store multiple text values within a single string variable. Remember that anything that is captured with quotations will be treated as a string value. When it comes to integers and long, it's similar to single and double, but with non-precision data types. They're whole numbers, and the same principle applies here as well. Integer holds less data, double holds more. Integer is read and processed faster. Long holds more data and digits, but is slower to read and process. When it comes to Boolean is the data type that holds two values, those that are true and those that are false. Use Boolean values as variables that tell your code what types of decision to make depending on whether it's true or false. The variables that we're going to cover are the most common data types. However, they're not the only ones. You may wish to change the appearance of certain types of text within your code through the IDE options. This will allow you to be able to read and understand what your code is doing more quickly at a glance. Memorizing color patterns that you have assigned to certain types of code will allow you to recognize familiar patterns and functions within the code so that you don't have to read all of it and you can just tell by the color. In order to do this, go to Tools, Options, Editor Format. Here you can choose how to best structure the individual types of code for yourself. This is optional. However, the default settings are not optimal for quick recognition, and it is suggested that you change the code to be distinctly different from one another. Hey guys, thanks for watching this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe from you. And if you want to learn more about Microsoft Excel, check out these videos above. And don't forget to check out our website, commercecurve.com, where we have lots of in-depth finance and accounting courses available with full training workbooks. All of our courses come with complete workbooks of lessons, examples, pre-built financial models, and training video. Hope to see you there.